learning what others know, and also making that wonderful network, because I always believe none of us is better than others. One can generate energy, but two can generate synergy. Right? One horse can pull 1 ton, but two horses can pull 10 tons, not just 2 tons. That is synergy. When you come together, when you bring your minds together, when you bring your knowledge put into as a cluster, and awesome results. And this country needs that research outcomes. Coming to this wonderful subject, psychology, always love that because you deal with minds, right? And when people ask me to correlate between education and success, it's not very easy to do that. Because I've seen many people who are successful in education are not very successful. I see brilliant brains. The students who get a lot of scores, sometimes they end their life so tragically, because of the stress and the pressure of this generation. And you as the psychologist, you serve this generation, especially the students community of this generation. And this generation needs you to be their real mentors who deals with the mind. It all starts with the mind. Always believe whatever that is there in the mind becomes our words. Our words will become our actions. Our actions would become our habits, and our habits would become our character. And ultimately, character decides our destiny. It all starts with the mind. It all starts with that one thought. And John Maxwell, the famous English writer, writes this statement: our attitude more than our aptitude will determine our altitude. It's all about how we think. It's all about how we design our brain within. So I always wonder between these two, the brilliant brains and the kind heart. My message to you this morning: yes, we need brilliant brains. But these brilliant brains did equal bad with the good that comes out of these brilliant brains. If you come across the pages in the history, you will see the war, the World War II. In 1945, April 30th, when Hitler died, almost the war came to an end. But Japanese, they started flying their flights. US warned them, but they didn't listen. Then American President Truman, then President Truman said, tomorrow I'll be sending my little boy. What is that little boy? This poor fellow didn't understand that. On August 5th, August 6th, if I'm correct, 1945, morning at 8:15, the first atom bomb was dropped on Hiroshima. After 2 days, on Nagasaki. Just 2 little bombs. We speak about a lot of management, commerce, trade and business and all that stuff. Atom is the smallest element. Atom bomb is the smallest element, right? And history says it almost killed 2,26,000. Can you imagine that? What brilliant brains sometimes could bring to the society. My dear friends, and the one who invented this dynamite by name Nobel Alfred, he has his own brother whose name is also Alfred, and he died one day. On the next day, this newspaper, with all the due respects to the media and press here, they misquoted, they thought as if this person died who invented the dynamite. And they placed this big quotation, the merchant of the death is dead. And he read that. And he thought, is that the legacy, what I would be leaving after my death? That merchant of the death is dead. Then he thought, he never married. And he thought, what could I do with all the money, with all the energy, with all the brain I could achieve? Am I the merchant of the death? And he doesn't want to be remembered like that. So you know what he did? He got a lot of patents, commercialized. Even now, anyone could able to invent and do something or manufacture a bomb kind of thing. He gets a lot of money because of the patents what he owns. And he took all the money, stored in a bank, and he said, whatever interest that comes out of it, establish a prize and let it be called as a peace prize. And today we all remember Nobel Prize, right? Who is Nobel Alfred? Who invented actually, who's the reason for this atom bomb? But no one remembers that. Always understand, our kind heart matters more than our brilliant brains. You know, the winner of the Nobel Prize, Peace Prize, Mother Teresa. I visited her home, and how many lessons we can learn from the Mother Teresa. You know, I heard a story, Malcolm Muggeridge, the English writer, the English journalist, writes a book and named it as Life is Beautiful. How can life be beautiful when we all share that kind heart and brilliant brain put together and serves this society? When Dr. Billy Graham, who is a famous evangelist, at least 12 US presidents went to him for his blessings. 12 US presidents, imagine. He visited Mother Teresa's home and he waited for almost 20 minutes. Even US governors used to wait for his appointment. And they too had a wonderful discussion. By the time he was moving, Mother Teresa conveyed her apologies for the delay of 20 minutes. And she narrated the story like this. Sir, when I heard that you visited our campus, I was rushing, and an old man who doesn't have any kind of family and relation on this earth. I brought him from somewhere on the roadside, and he took my hand, asked his last desire. I said, go ahead. And he said, I'm just leaving this earth. I know I'm dying, but I have a last desire. Would you fulfill it? She said, okay. Then she said, Amma, can you sit on this bed? I want to put my head on your lap, look into your eyes, and I want to leave my final breath. She agreed. She did the same. He looked at her for 20 minutes. Then he left this world. And she said, it took 20 minutes to see you. Because of that one man, I know I never return, I never get the love in return from anyone because of the love what I show towards him. But that's what I live for. What an example. So, St. Joseph College is known for its community service. You know, just now Dr. Garu made a mention about the orphanage they run. And always remember, use this conference. Apply whatever you learn here. That is very important, the application part. I ask my scholars whenever they go to a conference or a meeting like this, a workshop, what are the application points? What are the new things what we can learn? You know, most of the times, you know, we limit our knowledge to papers, but it's all about application, applying that knowledge. That is wisdom, right? I close with this small icebreaker because we look so serious so far. You know, one gentleman, you know, who was selling this hair oil for hair growth. You know, ladies, they all love hair. And this poor lady said, okay, how much cost it is? Just 500. Okay, she paid the 500, she bought it, and the young man was, before leaving, he asked for a glass of water. She brought a glass of water. While drinking, he took off his hat and she found a bald head. He was selling the hair oil for hair growth, but he doesn't have any hair on the top. And she astonished and asked, what is this? You are selling hair oil. Then he replied, Madam, actually we supply but we don't apply. So I wish this conference would lead to a lot of good applications. Right? Thank you so much for your time. It's a joy. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for enlightening words, and thank you for the ice cream session. We'll have a quick photo session with the organizing committee. I request all the organizing committee members to come forward for a quick photo. I request Sister Hema, Vice Principal, St. Joseph's College for Women, Bhaskar Sudha ma'am, Vijayalakshmi ma'am, Aruna ma'am, Jayalakshmi ma'am, Aruna ma'am, Sujata ma'am, all the faculty members of Commerce and Management, Harini ma'am, Manika Kumari ma'am, Nalini Datta ma'am, Ramila ma'am, Veena ma'am, Anita ma'am, Tonia ma'am, Nalini Datta ma'am, Manika Kumari ma'am, Anita ma'am. Oh, thank you ma'am, I was looking for you.
Sister Nancy.
Sister Nancy, please.
Sister Nancy, please. Come.
Sir, it's time for felicitation. We express our heartfelt gratitude to Professor James Stephenson for enlightening us by coming here. As a token of appreciation, we will now have presentation of mementos to the dignitaries on the dais. Our principal, Dr. Sister Shaiji, will be presenting mementos to our chief guest and guest of honor. Dr. Sister Shaiji will be presenting a memento to our chief guest, Professor M. James Stephen, Registrar, Andhra University, and felicitate with a shawl. Guest of honor, Dr. K. Ramreddy, Superintendent of Government Hospital of Mental Care, Visakhapatnam, Professor of Psychiatry, Andhra Medical College, for being with us this morning. Thank you, sister. Thank you, sir. I would like to call convener Dr. Rajalakshmi Garu and co-convener Dr. Jyoti ma'am to felicitate Dr. Sister Shaiji.
రూపాంతరం అంటే బాగుంటుంది రాజీ
Thank you, sir. We are nearing at the end of inaugural session and it is time to express our gratitude. I now invite Dr. R. Pavani, Assistant Professor, Commerce and Management Department to deliver formal vote of thanks for the session.
Gratitude is a currency that we can mint for ourselves and spend without fear of bankruptcy. By Fred Amber. Good morning to one and all. I, R. Pavani, on behalf of Department of Commerce and Management and Department of Psychology, feel honored and privileged to propose vote of thanks on this special occasion. First of all, I am thankful to Almighty God for giving us courage and spirit to organize this conference, Emerging Trends in Psychology and Business Management. I would like to thank our chief guest, Dr. James Stephen, Registrar, AU, for sharing his knowledge. And thanks to Dr. K.V. Ramireddy, Superintendent, Government Hospital for Mental Care, Professor of Psychiatry, Andhra Medical College, for his valuable speech. I, on behalf of organizing committee, convey deep regards and heartfelt thanks to our principal, Dr. Sister Shaiji, who has always been supportive for our initiatives and encourages us to strive for excellence. I am thankful to all the honorable delegates and HODs who blessed us with their presence. I am also thankful to Sister Hema, Vice Principal, Sister Mary, Sister Nancy, Sister Daisy for their continuous support in all possible manner to organize this conference. My sincere thanks to Dr. P. Arunadevi, PG Director, Dr. Bhaskar Sudha, USC Coordinator, HOD of English for their guidance. I would like to thank Dr. P.K. Jayalakshmi, Press in Charge, HOD of Second Languages, for her encouragement and valuable suggestions in every aspect. I would extend my heartfelt thanks to our conveners, Dr. P. Rajalakshmi Ma'am, HOD of Psychology, and Dr. N. Jyoti, HOD of Commerce and Management, for their hard work and meticulous planning for making this event possible. At the end, I thank to my team members, non-teaching staff, and technical staff. Thank you very much.
With this, we conclude the inaugural session of the two-day national conference. We thank each one of you for your presence and participation. We look forward to insightful discussions and enriching interactions over the next 2 days. Thank you so much, everyone.